This past week, I've seen a lot of examples of either using your team, board of directors, or not. And a lot of people end up not using their board of directors because they think that they don't know enough to actually ask for help. And it's really just the opposite, is that oftentimes I hear, well, they'll think I'm stupid. Well, guess what? If you don't use your team that you spent the time to assemble, then they know you're stupid. And much of this that you're doing is brand new for you. So guess what? They have experience, you don't have experience. So let's take an example, two examples really. One is when you get financials from a business. And you, if you were like me way back when, don't know the difference between an income statement and a balance sheet. And so you've got some financials, you don't know what to do with them. You try to figure it out by yourself. But what should you do? You should call your CFO or your accounting person on the board and say, this is all new to me. So can we spend some time to analyze this deal? I want to learn. And through that process, hopefully the next time I can do the initial review. Initially, looking at a balance sheet and an income statement to determine whether the dog hunts or not literally should take you between 2 and 5 minutes. And you'll be amazed at how quickly you can do that. You look and see whether it's profitable. If it's not profitable, you look at a couple line items like perhaps salaries and rent, where they may be taking excess amounts out. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe the rent's too high because the owner owns the business and charges it off, et cetera, et cetera. So you can look at those things, determine, okay, does this make money or not? Look at a balance sheet, see if there's any retained earnings. If you don't know what that means, you're going to ask the person on your board. So the first time they're going to walk you through this, and you will learn pretty quickly. The other thing is most of the people doing this business acquisition journey don't have experience in the actual industry. That is why you put an industry expert, a CFO on the numbers on your board. And oftentimes the first call is the mentee to the business owner. What critically is important is that you generate some trust in that acquisition target. Part of that is, do they have confidence that you actually know anything about running this business, which usually you don't. But if you put board members on there, industry experts, CFO, depending upon the experience, you will by transference have them say, oh, these guys really do know what they're doing. Again, you have tools in your toolbox. You're foolish if you do not use those tools. So I would encourage you to reach out to the board members that you need to learn from, need to analyze the deals, etc. You need to build trust with prospects. And you're going to find that not only can they help tremendously, but guess what? They want to help. So if you do not know the steps, it is critical to follow them and learn what they are. So go over to brucewhipple.com. The all-new Deep Dive Bootcamp will do that. But don't be afraid to use your team. What you're going to find is they really want to be used. Don't overuse them. You're going to have to judge that as you go. But initially, lean on them. You will find that they are tremendously helpful if you've made the right picks. And again, you have tools in your toolbox. Use the right tool.